Hi, Jonathan York, Bay Financial Partners, looking at investment markets. Sort of quite interesting reaction in the market at present. Obviously, a lot of focus on the Italian referendum coming up, and also the upcoming OPEC meeting. US markets a little bit sort of nervous with a pretty sort of long weekend with Thanksgiving holiday. Markets were off just a little bit, but really now waiting for the unemployment data coming through at the end of this week. That's still around the sort of 150-ish. It's pretty much 100% sort of priced into the market now. There will be a Fed increase in interest rates in December. Then we just have to sort of focus on sort of year end. Markets still seem reasonably sort of attractive. Still, it's some pretty reasonable buying out there. Obviously, a big move in the bond markets as yields are sort of backed up as the market tries to sort of get its handle on what potential policies President-elect Trump will bring in and the implications for the markets. Really sort of quite interesting, obviously, on the infrastructure spend being proposed by President-elect Trump. It's looking around the sort of $1 trillion. Now, that's obviously a lot of money, but it also takes time for these infrastructure projects to be put into place. It's not sort of an overnight fix. If you're looking at building a bridge or repairing a highway, etc., it probably takes at least sort of 1-2 years before you really start to see any sort of fruits of the labour and the efforts going into it. There is also as well this sort of question mark over the election still, with this challenge now to the actual polling numbers. In a couple of states by the Green candidate. The Democrats have also thrown their weight behind that. But if you look at the overall numbers, Trump had a pretty sort of reasonable majority in most of these states, and it'll be. It's pretty hard to see the election being sort of overturned. So quite what they're trying to achieve, not too sure. It's maybe just sort of a political play for sort of funding going forward at sort of future elections. Obviously, oil is really pretty key out there at the moment of the OPEC meeting. Potentially this sort of cut in production, which is supposedly hoping to boost sort of prices. Prices have come back from sort of $50 to around the sort of mid-45s at the moment, and it's going to be interesting to see how that sort of pans out going through into 2017. Although interestingly, quite a few of the sort of investment banks and commodity houses are targeting around a sort of $60 towards the end of 2017. So that's obviously quite a big increase from current prices. New Zealand investors obviously still looking for income. It's quite interesting, some of the bonds that have come out over the last sort of three to 4 months. If you look at where they're sort of currently trading now as opposed to their issue price, most of them are sort of backed up a little bit as interest rates have moved sort of higher, and the feeling is now the rates are on hold here in New Zealand and may even look to sort of increase a little bit going into 2017 as sort of global interest rates sort of back up. Discussed as well, sort of many times, if you're looking for income, there are plenty of options out there. And if you're interested in discussing the options, call us on 0800 867 323 or go to the website www.bayfinancialpartners.co.nz for lots of interesting articles. We look forward to speaking to you soon.